Today we're tackling all things food, so it seemed like a golden opportunity for us to drop a beet. No, I'm not rapping, I mean the veggie. And here to show us how nothing beats a beet is healthy chef and cookbook author, Phoebe Lapine. Phoebe, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Phoebe, let's get going. Why do they call beets a superfood?
They're high in folate, potassium, vitamin C. They lower blood pressure, help with liver function, and are great for your digestion.
Okay.
All right, Phoebe, so first up, you have a beet take on voodles, veggie noodles done with beets. Now, this I haven't done, but I want to try it.
Okay, well, let me bring you over here. This is a spiralizer. It's what you use to make, any sort of veggie noodle, and hopefully it'll behave for us. But you can see it's really easy.
It started off well.
It started off well. We got it going. But you can see the end product.
Yeah.
What we did for these is we just sauteed them in a little bit of olive oil with garlic and red pepper flakes. And then they're really just like pink fettuccine. It's incredible. And I just garnished this with a little bit of feta, pine nuts, and you can add some fresh herbs into there too.
Dr.
So
Ish,
if you want to taste it,
we
welcome
sure do.
to.
Do you spiralize veggies? Do you have a spiralizer?
I do not have a spiralizer.
You got to get one.
Here, I'm going to get a little bit more muscle to this.
If you love pasta, you can.
I love pasta.
You can create great pasta alternatives with that spiralizer.
Yes, and I want to point you towards another little carb hack. So these are baked potato beets, which are incredible. They're loaded with all the fixings. At home, I like to do just a little Greek yogurt, and this is shiitake bacon. So you just cook them just like a normal baked potato, wrap them in foil, and you can see, the skin kind of puckers in a similar way to the baked potato. So
I like it.
There we go.
While you're working on that, I'm going to show you how to make these beet chips. So the key is to just slice them really thin, and then before we got going, I sweat these by just adding a little bit of salt, and then we pat them dry. So that just will make them extra crispy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of olive oil, you really don't need much, and totally coat them in this. And then we just lay them flat, making sure that they're not overlapping at all. So we get beautiful crispiness on there. And then I will show you ta-da, what they look like when they come out of the oven. So these are beautifully crispy and they taste great with this beet hummus, which I will show you how to make too. We don't have a food processor today, but it's similar to a normal hummus. So we start with chickpeas.
I'm diving in early, it's delicious.
Yeah, dive in.
I've been eating, Doc.
It's delicious.
A little bit of
The Beet Chips are
tahini,
good.
which is that sesame paste. It's really, really delicious.
That was wonderful.
Fresh lemon juice, garlic,
really
of course, and then cumin and salt, and our beet, which is what just kind of gives it that gorgeous pink vibrancy.
I like those chips.
I like those chips.
Yeah.
With the hummus.
With the beet hummus.
Yummy, right?
This would pair well with a nice cab sav, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, are you ready to talk about dessert?
You bet.
Always.
I've had my eyes
Okay.
on those bad boys.
So my philosophy is kind of all about healthy hedonism, as I put it, and this is a very good example of that. You get a nice sweet treat, but with some veg in there. The beets have actually a lot of natural sugars in them, so they blend away into these red velvet cupcakes, and you don't have to use any food dye. They've got maple syrup as kind of the natural sweetener, a little bit of cocoa powder in the base, which is traditional for a red velvet cupcake, and then topped with a little homemade cream cheese frosting, which I actually make a vegan version at home that works really well too. I also use Greek yogurt in there instead of, the buttermilk, which is also the traditional
Does that mean I can take a bite?
Oh, you can eat the whole thing.
Doc, dig in.
Yeah. What do we think?
Look at that.
Do you taste
Velvety.
the beet?
I don't taste the beet at all.
Amazing.
You could splosh that if you want. For those, he's into splashing. That's where you play with food.
Oh.
It may be R-rated, but check it out.
Okay.
Well, I love the chips. I love my treats, but the fact that we can get it in a much healthier form. I love this, And just in time for sports
Snacks,
season.
dessert, dinner, whatever you like.
Yeah.
It's all
Drop a
covered
beet.
here. Great job, Phoebe.
Thank you so much.